So what if somebody says, well, German Shepherds, and I've heard this several times, well, German Shepherds were used by the Nazis to intimidate.
Blah, blah. Tell them to take a hike, and I don't want to talk to them. Because
it's not this German Shepherd.
It's not the German Shepherd fault. What is it? It's
stupid people.
It's people, again, ignorant, who don't understand if during a war, you have to do what to do to supply to your military, meaning wise. Even Israelis today, they don't use German Shepherd. They use the military.
They don't use Shepherds in Israel?
Yes,
they do. Okay, I was going to say.
They use Malim. They use everything. Okay, they use mix between Shepherd and Malim because they need more drive and more stinks. Never mind, we're not talking about that. But the main thing is, the dog is not his fault because he's born as a Shepherd or Mali or Collie or Border Collie or whatever it is.
It's been a while since you see me in the studio, but I got somebody sitting right here. You can't see him yet. We're doing 2 cameras today, but it's somebody that's... Okay, let's see. Can you tell by the laugh? I got one word for you. When those words run together, it's right here. AVI Cohen.
How you doing, guys? I hope everybody's well.
Yeah. All right. Well, AVI,
it's been a long time.
A long time, yeah.
Yeah.
So I heard you're coming to town.
Yeah.
And then I said, you got to get over here, right?
Of course. If I didn't, something would be wrong.
Really bad.
Yeah. And it's a lot of happening this week, by the way.
I know.
We have a team from the world champion in WSV. So good luck to all the US. And I'm knocking on the table because
they
you say
when
no.
You do that. Everybody hates that.
So good luck to all the team. We have a good team there, so I hope they will do well. I want to apologize to some of your viewers. I am not a social media guy.
You're not, I know.
I don't post much. So when time to time I go to YouTube of yours and I see messages like of the podcast we did, I didn't answer, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, it was a long time. They ask a question, so I'm sorry about that.
Well,
okay.
It's not because you don't like them. It's just because you're too busy. You don't do it.
It's not about busy. I'm not. This is not.
It's not your life.
Exactly.
I'll be honest with you. I said this a while ago. This is the first podcast I've done in several months because I think too many people, and I'm not saying any names, but people do so many podcasts that the world ends up wasting so much of their time just watching podcasts that are all crap, right? Like I'm just trying to put out podcasts like, okay, you and I are going to talk. It's going to be an interesting talk. We're going to talk about dogs and breeding and all this other stuff. But these other people just do a podcast to do a podcast, and people watch this crap, and they put new videos up every day and stuff. It's all junk.
Plus the language they have on their podcast.
I hate it.
And they have all the ugly language there. And the minute somebody send me something to watch, and I'm like, 30 seconds, I'm out of it. It's a really ugly language, and it's stupidity. A lot of
ignorance,
and because they have some followers, they think they can do stuff to do podcasts, and they don't know what they're doing, and they talking, and they think everybody's stupid in the background because what they're saying it's absolutely
junk,
wrong, and nothing is right.
Yeah,
but you know what? If that's what they like, let them do.
Yeah. I don't like it either. I don't like the foul language. I don't like all that
foul
stuff.
language. I hate, and it's not correct.
Yeah.
If you're gonna try to pass information to people, don't use it. Use the right language or be straight.
Yep.
Let them know the truth.
Yeah.
And if they want, they continue follow you or not, like you're doing, and for sure, and that's why you're successful what you do.
I try. I tried also, I learned a really valuable lesson. Like politically, I have my very strong opinions, as you do too. But I, a long time ago, made a decision that I would not bring that into my podcasts or my page. Like, because people come to my page, like, I hate having political stuff crammed on my throat. I hate it, right? But it does happen. So I realized that with my page, people come here because they love dogs. So my topic would be for dogs. And I've got people on who are very conservative, very liberal, they're gay, they're straight, they're Jewish, they're Muslim.
Who give a shit?
Who cares,
Who
right?
cares?
Everybody's welcome on my page. If you like dogs, you come here. I'm
That's
not gonna,
right.
I'm not
It's
going to
not-
make it hard for you.
There is good and bad and everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know, if people said you love only German Shepherd, yeah, but I love Malinois too.
Yeah.
I love the Border Collies to do the
Agility.
the agility, but you cannot say to a Border Collie to do now IGP.
I know.
It will not be what you want to see.
Yeah.
So, but every dog is good for something.
Yeah.
Every animal. I don't see what's the problem
Yeah.
when I like Shepherd. Absolutely, and I will have only Shepherd. But
Let me ask you.
nothing wrong with Mali.
Okay, but I want to ask you a question, and this is kind of an important thing. And I think my wife is Jewish, right? And I've heard this come up, and I'm going to give you a great example. A good friend of mine is the rabbi of the Chabad in Malibu.
Yep.
Okay,
I know him too.
Levi.
Yeah.
Levi Kunin.
Yeah.
Good buddy, right?
Yeah.
Nicest guy.
Yes.
And his dad brought the Chabad here, but we're going to get on a tangent. So I'm living on PCH, and I've got a couple of Hasids come to the door, and they're knocking, and goofies, whoa, 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 and they're barking, they're very afraid, and blah, 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 blah. And I said, you shouldn't be afraid of dogs. I said, in the Bible, right, in the
But
Hebrew
they
scripture,
don't believe in dogs. They don't, I think.
but you know,
maybe
and a
I'm
rabbi,
wrong. I don't know.
A rabbi told me this. He said that the dogs hold this very special place to the Jews because they did not bark during the Pesach, during the Passover, so that the Jews could escape Egypt, and the Egyptians were never alerted.
Huh.
So that's in the Hebrew scriptures, right? And I told them that, and they said, whoa. I said, go ask the rabbi. And Levi called me up. He goes, how do you know that? You know, and it was a really funny story.
Listen, this is crazy.
But I want to ask you something. So you're a very proud Israeli, proud Jew.
I mean, I've been
Well, you're American. I get it.
American for 45 years,
Yeah.
over 45 years. So
But I want to ask this question, and it's something that always perplexes me. Like, I don't believe in holding things against other people. Like, if your father did something wrong and you're not doing anything wrong, who cares?
I have no problem. Like the Germans.
I know you do.
like-
and you shook hands
like-
with the one guy.
Yeah.
Right.
That was many years ago. But all my good friends are Germans.
You have many German friends.
Many,
Yes.
many. And it's the greatest.
Yes.
You know, it's...
So what do you tell people? Because we've always got
to start to be ignorant and to start to open their mind
I like that.
and meet the person as a person, not because he's a Muslim or if Jewish or it's whatever he is.
Right.
It's good guy, he's a good guy. If he's not good guy, I don't care if he's Israeli, born in Israel, in my farm
Yeah.
where I grew up.
He can still be a
If
jerk.
he's not good, get out of here.
Right.
And I have no problem kicking somebody out
Yeah.
because the way he talks or the way he handles himself.
So what if somebody says, well, German Shepherds, and I've heard this several times, well, German Shepherds were used by the Nazis
Blah,
to
blah,
intimidate.
blah, blah, blah. Tell him to take a hike and I don't want to talk to him because
It's not this German Shepherd.
it's not
right?
the German Shepherd's fault. What is it? It's
Stupid
the,
people.
it's people, again, ignorant who don't understand if during a war, you have to do what to do to supply to your military, meaning wise. Even Israelis today, they don't use German Shepherd. They use the military.
They don't use German
use
Shepherds
Malim.
in Israel?
Yes,
Oh, they do?
use.
Okay, I was going to say.
They use Malim. They use everything. Okay, they use mix between Shepherd and
Sure.
Malim because they need more drive and more stinks. Never mind, we're not talking about that. But the main thing is the dog is not his fault because he born as a Shepherd or Mali
I like
or
that, yeah.
Collie or
Whatever.
Border Collie or whatever it is.
Yeah.
He's a dog. Now, you teaching him, it's like a kid who born. You teaching him to be a killer? No. But if you teach him, we have to hate these people. We have to
That's
hate
wrong.
these people. Now, whose fault? It's the kid or whoever teaching him?
Yes.
Is the one who teach him
100%.
to hate everybody.
Yep.
Or to hate one race. And that's what I don't believe.
Yeah.
So,
Because I've seen you have friends who are Germans, who are Muslim, who are American, everything. I've never seen you ever say, oh, I can't be friends with that guy. He's an Arab or he's
no
a German.
way.
or
Why?
whatever. Yeah.
I have a lot of good friends Arabs.
Yeah.
I don't care as long as they're respectful
Yep.
for everything there is
Yeah.
around. You know?
Yeah.
Look at Atlanta. I am now, because I moved to Georgia,
Yep.
there's a lot of friends of mine, their religion's Muslim too, but they're
Oh,
good
really?
guys.
Yeah. Okay.
They're good guys. I have no problem with that.
Sure.
You know, I have a good kid there, very loyal, Damon Jones.
Yep.
Amazing kid. Nobody gave him the credit in the beginning. And when he came over and I started sending him to clubs from here to start to work, that's what he likes. He likes to be a helper.
Yeah.
And he's learning, he's working hard, and he drives to my place 2 hours each direction.
That's crazy.
Every day.
Wow.
And today he have like 7 to 8 clubs already call him to be a helper in their trials. And I'm happy to help him.
Sure.
And some people say to me, oh, what are you doing, Avi? You teach, you helping him, and now you will not have a helper. And you know what? It's okay.
Sure.
Because our job is to be sure to help them to continue with their life. That's what he wants. Who am me to stop him?
Yeah.
And if I don't help him because he comes to me, then I am worse than anybody else. We have to continue help other people.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people call me for help. I don't have much time. I'm concentrating to work with my dog. Not a simple dog. Even last weekend, I got a DQ, first DQ. In the regional, he had Rabbi Dijon is the judge. Very nice person, very nice judge, understanding protection, and better than most of people. And my dog did excellent blind search, excellent Holdenberg. And when he said to me, okay, call him out, the dog just turned around, looked at me, moved 5 feet, and went back and bit. And I knew it's over. But he still gave me 3 chances to call him. And I said, that's it, it's done. But I promise you, I'll be back in the national. I'll show you a complete.
Good.
But amazing 10 days I spent with Vadim and his group to help. We had great training. Honest is incredible helper. You have Josh, who trying so hard with his female, but in his family, they're great people.
Nice.
And that's the beauty about the sport. When you travel and you meet, and everybody work together. Yeah, we're competing against each other, but we all together.
Yeah.
And then when something go wrong, learn how to smile.
Yep.
And just laugh, and don't be mad, don't be angry, because it doesn't going to help you.
Yeah, that's one thing in the sport I notice. I mean, online, I know you don't go online much, but I see it a lot. There's so much fighting between dog trainers. And I think the main part of it is, and I've gotten in the middle of it so many times, is people who lie. People who say you can do it purely positive. You never need a correction. You never need this. You never need that. I think it's a lie, right? But in the sport, you know what it takes to train a dog, and you're training serious dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, I've trained serious dogs. You train serious dogs.
The dogs, look, there is the sport dogs, and there is the dogs, the real dogs. Now, the real dogs are not always going to win, but the sport dogs, they're great. They're going to do the right points, and you're on a podium, or you're going to be on the team, but it's a sport dog. It's not, and very rare you have a tough dog who will be there, and every day he will give you the same thing. Very rarely, because they are loaded. And if you don't, like right now, I'm learning when he goes to a trial, my dog, I'm learning what I should do before I going in, because every time I'm learning something new. Is how much I train. Every day I train. It doesn't mean nothing until you go to the trial.
Sure.
And then he's seeing all these people around. He see all the noise, and you know, the lights goes on and the eyes turning, rolling over, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna get away with some stuff today.
Yeah.
And it's happened.
Sure.
And you're learning how to, and you continue going forward.
Yeah.
It's what I don't like is people who putting things down before they know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, people who don't know what the item is or whatever it is, and trainer fighting each other because each one of them trying to act like he's better than the other, and he's right and the other guy is wrong, and I call it Facebook competitors.
Yep.
That's what it's all about.
Sure.
I see healing, but I never see them on the field.
Yeah.
I see them doing healing here, between the legs, blah, 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 and that's about it. It's Facebook competitors, but it's okay. That's what they want.
Sure.
I have no problem.
Yeah.
But when they start talking,
criticizing
and I always knew in life, when somebody talk bad about you, there is for three things. It's, first of all, they're jealous. Number two is they want what you have.
Okay.
And number three, they want to be you.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that
so
a lot.
these three things. So the minute they talk bad, don't even answer, because when you don't answer, they still advertise you, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They don't understand good advertising or bad advertising. The minute they mention your name, so I never mention names of bad people, because why should I advertise them?
Free advertising.
Yeah, and I'll give you a good example, because I invented the AC, right? And the AC right now doing very well.
Right.
But a lot of people, before I had the AC out on the market, and I just was, because it took 4 years to develop it.
Okay.
And I developed it because of strong dogs, meaning not every dog can understand e-color. And e-color, the comparison I'm giving you, e-color is you start running and he's forging you in our sport. You give e-color.
And forging means he's getting ahead of you.
That's right. And you give him e-color. He doesn't know what it is, and then he nap you in the chest. Or it's not because he want to, you surprised him. You don't know. He doesn't know where it's coming from. Why? So now you have to have a team. One line in the back with another guy, holding him, pulling him on a prong collar. There is a lot of things you need a team. With the AC, it's a very simple. You put it around the waist. You put on level 1, 2, depends on the dog, whatever level. And when he comes and he touch it, he backs away. And automatically, when I made the first prototype, I figured out like the dog give correction to himself, not you correcting the dog.
Okay.
And then the dog stop. There's no conflict, and he stop doing any of the stupidity of trying to bite or trying to do so. So there is more understanding between one to another.
Okay.
So even if you run and he's forging, if you put in the front, he say, oops, if I touch it, I get it. I have a very good video I'll give you of a little kid who trying to put an electricity to the wall. And the father said, no, let them do it. Let them do it. And the kid does it and he gets shocked. And then the father said, I guess you're not going to do that again, right?
Right.
And it's the same thing that come and he touch it and he get a steam and he backs away and he said, okay, so what I have to be is right here, not here.
Okay.
And that's how it started. And the minute I start to see a reaction of no dogs start to have aggression towards the handler, I said, okay, let's find a factory. Let's patent it. Let's do this. So we call it the AC stick.
Right. Now, did it stand for AVI Cohen? Does it stand for AVI Cohen or does it stand for alternating current?
No, I look at my brand of the horses so long ago, like AC, and I said, Dennis is a partner in it. So I said, Dennis, what do you think about AC? Because it starts with A. AC, DC, it's like electric or whatever, air condition. Just put that AC stick and it click.
Okay.
And Dennis made the logo really nice. Dennis sold it. And today, everybody call it AC stick. It's a simple, plus when you look at the website, acstick.com.
Okay.
So how simple to remember,
easy for you to market.
So, it came from Avicorn, but the way it's not. It's a lot of us who worked on it. Dennis traveled to China and find the factories. It's a lot of money got involved in it. And today I'll give you a good example. The biggest problem in pet people, and you know that area better than I am. You have dogs who come, you open the door, you walk in the house, the dog jump on you. And most of people will learn, as for many years, kick him on the chest, don't let them. But what you create a conflict. You kick him on the chest, and now the dog said, every time he come to the house, he kick me. So he doesn't love me. There is no connection.
Yeah.
So I said to people, put the AC in front. He will jump. Don't say a word. Show him, touch him, number one. Level two, whatever the dog need. And I'll tell you what, in 3 times he will not jump. Now, there is a lot of good trainers out there, even you. There is many who will go and train a different way and will get the same result.
Sure.
But how many people can afford to spend for a trainer $3,000, $5,000 to train the dog not to jump, not to run out of the door when you open? So the AC for $200, who is phenomenal, retail, they can use it and stop with their own problem. Like very simple, a dog jump on a couch. Now you can say, "Get off the," and you scream or you throw something. With the AC, you just touch him. He jump right away. You didn't have to scream. You didn't have to say nothing. A dog who you open the door and they bulge out, and they can get killed from the street. You put in front of the door. If they do that, after 3-4 times, they stop the problem. Now, e-collar I love too, because, but e-collar, you have to have somebody who knows how to use it, when to use it. And when you just buy it anywhere and just put in the dog and you think, oh, it's a magic, I'll press the button. The dog will run away from it because he doesn't know where it's coming from. You know, and I saw like Damon working with a pet dog to leave him in a place, like in a bed. He didn't have to use the e-collar, he used the AC, and every time the dog tried, it showed it to him. The dog understood it very quickly. But in our sport, I see a lot, e-collar, people put e-collar in by the butt to make faster sit, but they're making pressure. The dog is with the ears down. E-collar here, it's like too many when the AC stop all this problem without showing pressure. And then it can be used in protection too. It can be used a lot of things. And I'll tell you what, I don't even know a quarter of the things it can be used. So, but I hate when, not hate, I'm kind of ignorant trainer who goes and saying, oh, I see, I hate this, but they have a stick, healing stick, beating up the dogs and putting e-collars. That's okay, but to show and explain to the animal, that's not okay. But and they will do podcast and try to talk bad about it and just for what? It just sickness people who, if you have it in your hand, you didn't like it, you can say, I don't like it. That's why I gave even 14 days free trial. So buy it, use it. You don't like it, send it back. You'll get your money. It's not a problem. It's not about the money. You understand?
That,
So that's, and this is the first part of the new things coming. I enjoy building and inventing different things. There's the Guardian AC. Then
you show me the video of the Guardian AC. That's going to be something interesting.
That will be very good. And there is AC Bastard. That's the special e-collar. Very strong. Depends for what you need. So I use today e-collar only for down and for let go. All the rest I work with the AC. And it works for me, and it shows on the field every time I do it. And more people using it, they have success and they continue. And there is already in Australia, South America, South Africa, Australia, there's Mexico, there's in Europe, almost we're out of stock completely. When I thought in Europe will not be much, because in Europe it's a very strange country, a very strange organization. You're allowed to have in Germany, you're allowed to sell e-collar or AC, but you cannot use it. What kind of rule is that? I have no idea. So between Austria, Germany, it's already like close to 1,000 units. It's almost gone. When I thought in Germany and Europe, there will not be a lot of people, but it's look like the professional using it. I will not mention names, but they're using it and they have success and they love it. One of them told me the best word he said to me, Avi, this is the only tool who doesn't get into the nerve of the dog, meaning it doesn't get them too crazy.
Yeah.
So could be we have something who works, but only time will show later on,
Yeah.
and people can use it. You can be negative on something.
Yeah.
Brand new thing, always people afraid and they talk bad, and eventually they start working with it.
Right.
And they're saying, you know what? It's not that bad. It's great.
Why do you think people criticize tools? Like, let's say, whether it's a prong collar or whether it's a correction or an e-collar or your AC stick or whatever.
A lot of it is jealousy. A lot of it is ignorance. And think about it. If to make a dog straight behind you, okay? And not to have the back out, then you lose points. The dog have to be straight when a judge look at you from behind. We're talking about the sport time.
Yeah, yeah.
So for that, you need trainers, meaning you need a line in the back, you need another person with the e-collar. There is a lot of a team. With the AC, if you push him to be here, automatically you will be straight. So you don't need now the trainer. Now, you're going to need somebody to watch and to let you know, but now you can do your own obedience by yourself. You don't need a team. So that's kind of scared them, maybe. I have no idea. But it's look like every time there is something new, everybody afraid of it.
Sure.
You understand?
When you train obedience, protection, and tracking, but do you train your obedience completely alone?
Alone.
Completely alone.
And Damon watching and tell me it's good, but I know he's straight because the position he's in is straight. And if he show pressure like WDC, when I did my obedience, it was really, really nice routine without zero pressure. It doesn't show like the dog was scrambling or tail down, tail is still up. Nice. Now, he's a very strong dog, but it's still, I don't care how strong you are, you can always take it down. Sure. And he showed the right attitude. Today with the sport, we need to show attitude.
Yeah, it's big judging.
It's a big number on the judge. Okay, so that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
So that's where I saw before Rich Rosen get beat. That's because of e-collar. That's why all this AC, and for the price, it's nothing. It's more about for people to do it themselves and not to get hurt than to try to make another e-collar, to make another item. It's there's no reason for it.
Right. But people can learn about that, like on how to use it. You've got a website. I'll put a link to it down below, and you got videos there and everything.
There is some videos, not enough, but it's not about, there is a lot of dealers out there like Askamora, there is Damon Jones, there is many, Jim Hill and Hallmark Canine carries that, Denise Seal from Arak, there is, one of the best is Fabian Robertson and Gina Pepper. What they did something nice. It's if people buy it through their link, you can watch all the videos. And they supply for you free videos of all that. And they moving a lot of it because Fabian is a really top trainer. Gina is an incredible woman. As the marketing, they put it all together. They come over, they stay over. They're nice people, and I like them a lot. And from nowhere, they just did it, and it works for them.
Great.
Mike Lorraine, is a dealer as well. There is a lot of, they're more like affiliate website. So,
but that's all linked on your site. They can find a dealer through your site.
They can they find their own website on Facebook. There is a new guy, I don't even know him, from Australia, I think, or South Africa. Just now I saw it on Facebook, but he get it from Europe through the other warehouse. Because we have a warehouse in Europe and we have a warehouse in Texas. And why Texas is because it's easy to ship everywhere and the shipping cost is very low. And plus, it's a very large company and it's great. And plus, the item have 2 years warranty. Anything happen, you have nothing to worry.
Yeah.
So just take care of your dog. Don't go crazy. Don't hurt him.
Yeah.
It will be good. like every other tool, if you know how to use, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
You don't, it will be horrible.
Yeah.
You know? But
Good.
But Dennis is great. Now Dennis got hurt.
You said he got hurt.
Yeah.
Dennis is your buddy who
He's a
you,
partner.
You work with Orkin too, right?
Yeah,
Quite
yeah,
a bit.
yeah.
I saw videos
And
of
now,
Orkin.
I always say, when this doesn't work, your body pay.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
He liked the sport, the extreme sport. Take some bicycles in the mountain and jump off, the crazy stuff. So he broke 6 ribs, the scapula, he broke the collarbone, operation. And I said, what are you doing? The business of yours is your body.
Yeah.
The minute you hurt that body,
You're done.
you're done. You can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I love the sport. I love this. I love the extreme. I say, okay, you love the extreme, and you sit home and you say, I need money, guys, but I love the sport.
God.
You know, but Dennis is young.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And he will get over it, and he will be back.
For sure.
Yeah.
And what about our good friend Steve Stoops?
Steve Stoop, I love. He just came over to the house.
He said,
him and another guy from the unit.
Yeah.
And we had a great time. Never mind what happened.
No, we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
But he said he loves your place where you live. You said you've got an entire IGP field in your backyard. He said it's spectacular. With
That's
lights
the
and
only
everything.
way.
Like a field of dreams, right?
Yeah. If you want to compete, that's the only way to do it.
I don't have a field, yeah.
And don't forget one thing. Enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you don't enjoy it and you just want to win, that means the animal will pay. If you really enjoy it and enjoy the people around you, you know, when Damon show up every day, it makes me smile because he's a young guy. He loves it. He wants it. And I'm going to do everything to help him to be, his goal to be national helper, to be a world champion helper. And why not to help?
Yeah.
You know, as long as he hold the line and doesn't move from the straight line I put for him, he will do fantastic. But you have Thomas Haas using it to help you. He said you were never straight going to Germany.
Never straight? What do you mean?
You were nervous for shipping the new dog, your puppy.
My puppy.
And Thomas helped you with that and everything was good.
Thomas was a huge help. I wasn't nervous. I found a dog. I found a litter I liked in Germany. I flew to Germany for 3 days, and I met the breeder. I met the puppies, and I picked out a puppy. And in the old days, you could bring the dog back at 10 weeks with you in the plane, in the main cabin. That's what Steve Stoops told me. So I went there, picked out the dog at 7 weeks. I was going to go back 3 more weeks later and bring the dog back. And then they said, no, policy change. You can't bring the dog with you in the plane. It's got to go separate cargo. And I said, what do I do? And that's when I talked to Thomas. And Thomas said, I'll take care of everything.
Thomas is perfect.
Yeah, everything.
I wish you'd do something. By the way, there is one guy, Mike Pinskin. Pinskin?
You mentioned him, yeah. I'm looking into that.
He is really from the 70s.
Okay.
Excellent character.
Okay.
I know him from the middle 80s.
Okay.
He will be perfect for you.
Okay.
He will be fun.
Okay.
Because he's a good character.
Okay.
And people respect him because for what he did for so many years.
Yeah.
Until today, he's with the dogs.
Still
with the dogs. And it's a good guy to see.
All right, we'll get him on. We've got to do more podcasts. I haven't done a podcast. I'm not going to do podcasts anymore just to do a podcast. If we have
you have to have something with making sense.
Yeah, and that's
if it doesn't make sense, don't.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't like sitting down and having a chat with people. And you do it online, and you're kind of like pulling it. Like I never have. People always say, "Can I get a list of the questions?" I say, "I don't know what the questions are going to be."
No.
Like we're going to talk.
What kind of questions we have?
We're none. Yeah. I mean, if I can't have a conversation with you, I don't want to interview you. You know.
Yeah.
And there's a few people I still want to get on the show, and that I will get on the show at some point. I always prefer an in-person thing over online. I don't think it works as well. It doesn't have the same kind of magic. When you have the person in front of you, it works better. But
of course, there's when the last time we did it, and
a few years.
It's 2 years when I was in Atlanta. You asked me to be for something. I didn't enjoy it. I enjoy it when we are here.
Yeah.
So when I fly over, this is the first time in 2.5 years I flew back to LA.
I know.
So when we do that, then it's a great.
Yeah, always. Well, so tell me, before you go, what's going on now? What you got? You did the regionals, the Northwestern regionals.
That's right.
But now the nationals are coming up, and those are also
In
Northwest,
November.
right?
But now I have to qualify in a trial,
Oh,
find a trial to qualify to score to go to the national. And I promised Robert Gijon, I said, you will see me back. And he said, good luck with that monster.
what do you need? 270?
No, you need, it's a 250, I think,
Oh,
even, or
okay.
260. But you have to have 85 in protection.
Okay.
And it's not about that, but you still have to be on a certain line to qualify to be coming over, because you're going to have 100 dogs there.
Yeah. Wow.
It will be a lot of dogs, 100, 120.
All German
Now,
Shepherds.
all the rest is becoming from a lack of the draw.
Mm-hmm.
You can have your day coming snow on you.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day, everything is beautiful.
Sure.
You can have the best dog there is, but if you get the wind and the bad weather and you call and scream and he cannot hear you because the
Right.
wind come, it's all about pulling the right draw.
Yeah.
The funny things in the regional, I didn't know if I'm gonna go or not go, but I needed good helpers for my dog because he's a little bit reckless.
Mm-hmm.
So I called Vadim and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm coming over. But Vadim was the fourth person who signed in for the regional.
Right.
I was number 47 because almost the last one,
Right.
the last 7 people. I came over. So now the draw, I have to wait till 47 for my time to draw.
Right.
So there is not much balls left in the bag for me to draw. So Vadim pulled 1-1. Woof. 1-1. It's the first flight, the first dog.
Okay.
You know.
That's in obedience, protection, or
Obedient and
Okay.
protection. That means he's the flight 1,
okay,
first dog.
on everything.
On everything.
Okay.
Not on the tracking, only on obedient and protection.
Okay, got it.
I am waiting. I'm 47. I pull, and I pulled 1-3. Now, how that's possible almost to pull 1-3 when I'm in the same flight as him, but I'm the third
Dog.
dog. He's the first, I'm the third. It was fun, and that's what it's all about, the lack of the draw, when we say.
Sure.
We pick up the day, and what happened, You always like to be in the third day because everybody's tired and everybody can give a little bit extra or not. But what it is. Just remember, when you don't do well, laugh, smile, don't get angry.
Right.
Because you have a chance to do it again. Don't make yourself look bad.
Or your dog.
Or your dog. The most of it is your dog.
Yeah.
Learn of your mistakes. Go back. Fix it. Like when I go back, I have 4 days to work and then put them in a trial.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So where is this trial going to be? The one that you're going to?
In Atlanta.
Okay.
So I hope to make good there. So we'll see.
And that'll qualify you for the nationals?
That will qualify.
Okay,
because I did regional.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you DQ or
it doesn't.
not.
Okay, got it.
Enough you entered.
Okay, got it.
So I just need the score. And Orkan deserves to be there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he's a nice
just
dog.
to show him.
And how old is Orkan now?
4.
Okay. And he's got
He's
his
4 with the head of 2.
and he's got his 3. You put the 3 on him, or the 1, 2, 3 all the way through. So now he's ready to keep
But
competing.
it's nothing yet. He's supposed to start to
Yeah.
compete and do the right thing.
Right.
It's have to be done enough with the Mickey Mouse stuff, enough with the Michigan stuff. He have to start to do every time same thing.
Yep.
That's when I'm gonna say, okay, now we got him. Now it's okay. Because you put the time. If you don't put the time, I understand. You put the time, you need to start to produce that thing.
And so what about, like, this is always an interesting question. He's 4. When will you think about getting another dog, like another competition dog?
I don't even think.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
I give everything I got in him right now. I'm not thinking about it. I'm far away. I hope I don't have to think for another 20 years when it's not realistic.
Right.
But
I hear you.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I want everything I got to put with him.
But you're a one-person dog, right? Like you don't ever like to have 2 or 3 dogs competing at the same time. Yeah.
I can't.
It's for you. It's one dog.
I need one person, one woman. You know,
One dog.
one dog.
I got it. I understand. I'm the same way. I don't like having multiple dogs.
I can't.
Yeah.
Too much headache.
Yeah. When are you coming back to LA?
I have no idea. Depends on you. I just hope you're all right. You're well. You're going to be well all the time. I want to see your dog start to do something, and I'm going to come to watch.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and Steve going to come over as well.
Yep.
I hope.
Yeah.
The crazy maniac.
Yeah. I got a long way to go. He's only 8 months old. I got a
Don't
long.
worry.
For
Time
me,
pass quick.
No, I know. But my thing is, I said this when I got this dog. Because Goofy's going to be 15 next year if he makes it, God willing. All I wanted a nice dog, good genetics, and I want a dog that I can live with. He lives in my house. He's with me all the time. He's not just in a kennel. You know, I don't want to do that. So what I really love with this dog is I really enjoy training him. I take him out. We train every day. We go tracking at least 3, 4 to 5 times a week. Then I do protection with Oscar at least once a week, and he's getting the full. I do agility.
Great.
Yeah, Oscar's great. I do agility with him once or twice a week. You know, and I do a little practice in the backyard. I'm having a great time with him. You know, I mean, he's a really fantastic animal. He's got great genetics, and I'm having a lot of fun. That's all I care about.
The main thing is having fun.
Yep, I agree. You know? People forget that.
The moment they forget, everything is gone.
I agree.
Everything is gone.
All right, I agree.
And remember, when people are jealous at you, it's because of three things. When they talk bad about you, it's jealous. They want to be you, and they want to. What did I say?
I forgot the third.
When they're jealous of you, they talk bad about you. They're jealous of you.
Yep. They want to be you.
They won't want you.
What you have. Yep.
That's right.
Okay. Well, we don't have any of that between us.
No, never.
Okay. Good.
All the best.
All right.
Good to see you
soon. Always.
Always. See you later, guys.
Okay.